Hello, students. How are you? Very, very good evening to all of you. So, let's start the topic. Welcome to Diksha Karnataka. So, let's start the topic. So, today's topic name is Human Physiology Chapter Neural Control and Coordination. Neural Control and Coordination. My session is live or not? Let's start the topic. This topic deals with the neuron, means it is all about our nervous system. Nervous system, the self awareness system. Self awareness, self conscious. Self awareness, self conscious system. So, our nervous system actually deals with the presence of neurons. Presence of neurons. Okay, presence of neurons. Okay, so neuron is a complex structure. Neuron is a complex structure composed of, we can say, neuron, nerve cell also, nerve cell also, nerve cell. Okay, complex structure composed of composed of dendrites, cyton, axon, axon endings, and axon bulb. Let's draw the diagram. Means it is the presence of neuron who are building our nervous system. Okay, neurons are building neurons are building nervous system. Neurons are building nervous system. Okay, this structure. These are small or many branched processes. Small or many branched processes which are called as dendrites. This is cyton or cell body. Blessed with This granules. These granules. Okay. This is your axon. This axon is not having any myelin sheet. So this is unmyelinated. Done. This is axon endings with bulb. So axon is not having any myelin sheet. So it is non-myelinated or I think non-myelinated. Okay. Done. Now, if myelin sheet is present, what will be the diagram? Done. Again, dendrites. Myelin sheath is there. Done. Myelin sheath is there. Okay. So it is a myelinated neuron. Yes. From this chapter, at least 3 to 4 question comes. Right now, so many topics are deducted from this chapter, but still, at least 3 questions always comes in. This is myelin sheath. This myelin sheath. So it is myelinated. It is the myelinated neuron. It is myelinated neuron. Myelinated neuron. Myelinated neuron. Done. Is it clear to everyone? Now, dendrites. These are small, many branched processes which actually receive the stimulus from the sense organ. Okay? Processes. Cyton, cell body, soma, or perikaryon receives stimulus from sense organs. Done. From dendrite, the stimulus passes to soma, which interpret or understand the stimulus and convert it into impulse. Actual definition of neuron is understanding the impulse. Interpret the stimulus, interpret the stimulus and pulse. Then axon. Axon is single long process. Single long process. Done. Now here, as cyton transfer the impulse to axon. So what is the purpose of axon? It is a long elongated structure. So its function is to conduct the impulse. Okay. Conduct. Is it clear? Okay. Is it clear? Now, neuron is the structural and functional unit of nervous system. Of nervous system. Structural and functional unit of nervous system. Structural and functional unit of nervous system. Okay, done. Now, uh, we have discussed right now that neuron is a complex entity, made up of many components. So the main purpose of neuron is to understand the impulse and conduct it. Now, where this impulse is going on to the muscle as well as to the gland. Okay, muscle and to the gland. For what? Contraction and relaxation. Contraction and relaxation, and for secretion of enzymes or hormones. Neuron with muscle forming a neuromuscular junction. Neuromuscular junction. Okay. Now, all the neurons are forming the complete nervous system, and our nervous system is divided into three parts: central nervous system, forming or present in through the central axis of the body, forming brain and spinal cord. Cranial nerves, okay. Spinal nerves. Done. Now, no, nerves forming the peripheral nerve. Sorry, brain. Second is peripheral nervous system, which forms from the central nervous system. The nerves arising from that brain and spinal cord, constitutively forming the peripheral nervous system. brain, cranial nerves, spinal cord, spinal nerves. Okay. And then it is forming the third one, autonomic nervous system. Autonomic nervous system. Autonomic nervous system is, uh, you know, sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. Done? Clear? Then, uh, if we discuss about this central nervous system, first, if we consider the brain. Now, brain is covered by the brain box, that is cranium, covered by brain box, which is called as cranium. That's why the nerves arising from it are cranial nerves. Covered by brain box, cranium. Then has three parts. The complete brain is divided into three parts. What are they? Forebrain, midbrain, and hindbrain. Done? Now, forebrain is having cerebrum, thalamus, and below it is hypothalamus. We have discussed the significance of, hypothalamus, the chapter chemical control and coordination. Here, hypothalamus is the part of nervous system, but hypothalamus is contributing in chemical coordination also, because some of the neurosecretory cells of hypothalamus are continuously synthesizing two types of hormones, ADH or vasopressin. Second is oxytocin, and sending to posterior lobe of the pituitary, which is also called as neurohypophysis or pars nervosa. Midbrain related to corpora quadrigemina, and hindbrain is having cerebellum, which is miniature cerebrum. Hindi it is called chota dimag. Done. Pons and medulla oblongata. Is it clear? Now, the complete, that initially that forebrain, well, what is the function of forebrain? Is it is having lobes, parietal lobe, frontal lobe, temporal, occipital. What all about this? Forebrain related to the analysis, sensory part, understanding, analysis, sensory, understanding. Okay, sensory, understanding. What else? Memory, speech, thinking. Okay, then one temperature regulation also. Temperature regulation. Okay, now if we discuss about the, this is a shorter topic because so many of the topics have deleted already. Hindbrain. What hindbrain does? Now, all the sensitive parts present are present in this medulla area. Centers, sensitive centers like respiratory center, respiratory center, cardiovascular center. So it is highly delicate part, delicate area, delicate area. Now, if we consider about the types of neurons, how we are dealing sensory and motor neuron. Now, what are sensory neurons? Which carry the stimulus from the sense organs like our nose, eyes, ears, nose, eyes, ears, tongue, and skin. And why sense organs are means sense organs are the windows. Sense organs are the windows for the neuron. Neuron is non-functional if no stimulus is coming. When stimulus come, then only neuron become active. Sensory, sensory neurons. Okay. Stimulus, interpretation, generation, and conduction of nerve impulse. Okay. So this impulse is transported by motor neurons, muscles. And muscles in turn provide response. So the game of nervous system is all about production of stimulus and then response given. Response is given. Okay. Is it clear? Any problem? Now, one more topic, it's also very important, that is generation and conduction of nerve impulse. Okay? Generation and conduction of nerve impulse. It is all about the permeability of sodium and potassium ion towards the exolemma. Ions towards exolemma. A plus. Exolemma, cell membrane of axon, exolemma. Okay, so this permeability, this exchange of ions towards the exolemma actually generates the potential gradient. Generates potential gradient. Potential gradient. Okay. Now, if you know transfer of sodium potassium ion occurs by sodium potassium pump. Okay. Sodium potassium pump. What will do? There is some plus minus, then again plus minus, plus minus, plus minus, plus minus, plus minus, plus minus. So this is, transfer of impulse only occur when the potential or the charges will keep on changing. So here it is, if generation, it is conduction. Okay, done. Sense organ parts has already deleted from the NCERT, and from today onwards, or from day after tomorrow onwards. Okay, we'll take 1 to 2 days to prepare some good questions for you. And now we will do question practice.